How's it going? Okay, first things first, I gotta turn that down. And then I've gotta check for something else. Alright, so we're gonna turn that down a bit more. We're gonna reset. Give me 1 second, because I am not getting any sound whatsoever. You know, that's the way that goes sometimes. Wait, what? Why are you... Come on. Like, you were working just a little bit ago. Try a full reset. I didn't want to do this, but you left me no choice. But how's it going? How are we doing today? What is up? It's Monday here again. Um, alright. How's that looking over here? Thank you for taking the screen from me that I need. No, I don't get to do that, do I? Okay, let's do this instead. Okay, hopefully you'll be better again. Okay, and yeah, okay, I'm above it. It's good. That'll be fine for now. Alright, we're here. We have sound. Let's go before everything gets too ridiculous. Special. We don't have any of the special, sadly. Special is no longer available because of this, but there were camouflages that you could download to your memory cards, uh, and it would like actually do stuff. But we, just since the servers are down and I'm not actually connected online, I'm probably not able to do that anymore. So yeah, considering this also doesn't have a modem, the small PS2s do not, and the only modems that you are allowed to have are for the big bulky ones, and I'm not getting that set up, especially not with Ethernet. So, but that was a cool thing that you could do like a long while back, is just download camo. We got the photo album and the basic actions, but we don't need to do that. Snake versus Monkey we'll delve into another time. Super fun. Um, let's go ahead and hit a new game. Uh, I like MGS too. Yes, I know what I just did. Normal. So if you come into the game and you've never played an MGS before, and or if you select I like MGS1, you'll have the same opening cutscenes, but
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
if you select Metal Gear Solid 2, there's a difference. We'll show it off because I really love that difference. So yeah, considering I didn't like pay attention to any of the marketing of this game or anything else, I always thought Snake Eater was a sequel. So at this point, whenever we're doing this, I am completely blindsided by who we're playing as. I am absolutely wondering how the fuck old Snake is, considering this is 1964.
20 minutes to drop off.
I think that's more to say about me than anything.
All right. You ready to go? Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay. Good. We've got high visibility. Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose
What
to
is
interior
going
connector.
on here?
Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing? Approaching release point.
So already,
10 minutes to drop off. Hey, are you deaf? He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
if you choose I like Metal Gear Solid 1 or I've never played MGS before,
Depressurization complete. Checking oxygen supply.
it would just be Snake
6
sitting
minutes
there.
to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Instead, I chose Metal Gear Solid 2. So it's someone else.
Sunrise.
He had that blonde wig. Or not a wig, but, you know, blonde hair.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up. You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill. 1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear. Activate bailout bottle. This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
High altitude, low opening, Halo. In case you didn't know.
Status okay. All green. Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spread your wings and fly. God be with you.
Yeah, that's more in line with what we see Snake do, like in all the other games, so absolutely.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of
Okay.
the B754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities. and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov, isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he
All
left
right.
his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
Oh, really?
Security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic
All because of
negotiations were
Sokolov.
conducted in
Nice.
The UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
Well, they were already gonna
No.
do that, so we just left Sokolov, because that's the way we roll.
And we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
Yes.
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea.
The first
We were running out of time.
mobile
Either
nuclear
give up
missile
Sokolov or risk
platform.
full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
And so you're not conducting
Then a
this
month
because he
ago,
won't trust
we
you
received
again.
some
Got
new
it.
information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision.
Not as much as Metal Gear Solid 2. You can't move during the
So what
cutscene
kind of
here.
weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No. Missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
Ooh, okay.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
So here we go. The Virtuous mission is a go. That is what led us to jumping out of that plane above Russian borders. As we did.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Understood. There will be contextual, like, R1s and things. I will miss them, but...
We'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
Alright, and this is the Fulton
Once it's complete,
recovery
the gunship's
system.
arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been
That's
combat-
later used in 5, but
Do you think
to bad
Sokolov is up to it?
effect. I mean, okay, it's kind of
Shock will
fun
be less
Fultoning
than
people
during a
out, but
parachute
not the
jump,
point.
and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit.
Oh, we're gonna be done we're in less than 4 hours, so don't worry about that.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
And here comes the first hitch. We're parachuting into trees. That went surprisingly well, all things considered. We remove our helmet. This time for good reason, not like the Raiden rebreather one. Speaking of, hi Raiden. Canonically, the eyelids move of this mask, not the lips. So I want to know how the fuck he was smoking in it. Not the point, but you know.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not
Okay,
to
Major
mention your
Tom.
real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. Oh, and Snake,
Yeah.
the crew isn't watching anymore, you can take off the disguise.
Whatever you
now.
say, Major Tom.
Good idea.
We'll be ground
This
control
is
for you. It's
right.
okay.
Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Also, I do love the fact that you've got the fucking portraits on this one. But that is an absolutely good reference. That his real name is Jack. His code name is Snake. And Jack wears the Raiden mask, and Snake sheds his skin. Ah, so good. As if Jack was always the mask that Snake wore. Not the point.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Understood. Gotta grab that.
About the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in
Okay, yeah, got it. I'll be monitoring your progress. Okay, yep. Cool. We shouldn't need paramedic, but she'll be the same save frequency, 140.96. And then we've also got Sigint, who is his own thing. Alright, so I need to get around. It looked like I could crawl there, but I guess it needs to be this side then. Alright, let's stand up. Action button, there we go. Cool. There's no stealthy way to climb a tree. And now we should,
retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out.
yeah, okay, yep. Good. He's explaining how to do game. Alright, there we go. Paramedic. Yep, absolutely. Name means nothing on the battlefield after a week. No one has a name. What's your name? Jane Doe. Yep. Oh, 14573. Got it. It is a different frequency. My apologies. But, or, no, her actual frequency is there, but their save frequency is 140.96. Cool, and here is Sigint. Oh no, never mind, it's the boss. Here's our McDonald Miller for the game. Been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours. You've lost weight. Tell just by the sound of my voice. Of course I came to know all about you. Really well, I don't know. Okay, and she was on a soft, top secret mission. You don't need her. No. This is the CQC tutorial, I think. Oh, right. Because she's... Right. We'll get to that later. But yeah, she is absolutely on the mission right now. That's right, the legendary... Yep, Cobra Unit, group of heroes. Okay. And that's her, where she's calling from, according to Intel. Now let's see where Major Tom is. Nope, that's just the info that we're given. Cool. Now to go rescue Sokolov.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing Virtuous mission now.
Alright, and this is also where, like, the fighting style actually gets explained. I do love that he has has a knife. Alright, and so we've got a health gauge and a stamina gauge. And we can just use either. We gotta keep an eye out for everything. I don't think there's any Russians around right now, but you always gotta keep an eye out. Considering there's also cavers, or caimans. Yeah, I was standing in quicksand the entire time.
Snake, what happened? Talk to me.
But hey, that's what happens. Sometimes you just stand in quicksand. Like a dummy. Like a big dummy. Alright, fine. I don't think I have a way to kill them, so I'd have no reason to do anything more than just pop them and get out of here. Oh. Right, there is a wasp's nest there. And so if you see a wasp's nest, you can do stuff about that. You can drop them on people's heads and things. Like, that would have caused that caiman to be swarmed by wasps. Ah, I knew there was a fruit around. Okay, that's that one. Here's this one. This one's the one that I'm looking for. We're gonna just call regular paramedic. She's gonna tell us about.
Looks like you found a Galova.
Galova?
Yeah, it's a fruit that's found only in that region. It's related to the jackfruit, which is commonly found in Southeast Asia.
Jackfruit, huh?
Yep, he's a cannibal.
Huh?
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm sure you...
I said, I'm sure you'd like it.
Oh.
Galova means head in Russian. It's probably called that because the fruit grows to about the size of a human head. It's supposedly pretty good to eat, with a uniquely sweet flavor. The fruit itself is fairly large, so you could make a meal out of it. Galovas grow directly off the trunk of the tree. If you're running low on stamina, it might be a good idea to keep an eye on the tree trunks.
All right, and that's how you get information on food and wildlife. And if you do the right thing and actually press the right buttons, yes, you can see I now have 3 Golova. Then we got Calorie Mate, which is also a very good thing, but I tend not to try, or I tend to try not to use them. We'll put a motion detector up. I know that it also like emits a sound, which is why you don't want to keep it up, but sometimes it's better just to have it. Luckily, we've also got 4 suppressors, which should be more than enough to get out of the Virtuous mission alive.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law.
I'm aware.
You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
Alright, so we've already shown the camouflage ring and everything, and yeah, no, thanks. I don't need that tutorial. That's why I skipped through, like, some conversations, is because it starts going into tutorial mode, and the last one was a little bit more difficult. Alright, uniform, we only have... No, we've got Tiger Stripe. Nice. We're gonna use Tiger Stripe. Face should just be woodland here. That'll be fine. And I like that we still have the mask going. We're not putting it on, but we can at any point. And there will be boss fights I will go through as Raiden. Because I am just like that. Right? And you can still stick these guys up, but most of the time it's not worth it. And we're just going to drag him back here so that nobody sees. I don't know how he had the M22 bullets. And I got a stun grenade? Sweet. But I do love the yep, he's a cannibal fucking discussion. It's so good. Yeah, we're just gonna crawl. Because why not? See if I can get a good shot on him. What? Where was he? Oh, he was behind me the entire time. Yeah, just let me die. It's fine. I've already died once. Let's die again. Okay, so square isn't CQC in this. That's fine. Good to know. It is. Okay, I really do need to die now. Because I forgot that you could actually fucking slit their throats. Their restart... There's not... Well, oh well. Big boss canonically killed, so... we'll be a killer this time, I guess. Oh well. My own fault. Because I stood up at the wrong goddamn time. We gotta get across a bridge. They're saying, hey, use the Hornets to our advantage.
What was that noise?
Because honey can be an ointment, not just a food. Oh, forgot this bridge did that. Alright, we'll run across, run through, because everybody ran from the bees. Good. Alright, we've made it to here, and this is the important part. We've made it to Sokolov. Hopefully we'll be past the Virtuous mission this
I've
time.
reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Okay.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Understood.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
Okay, what do you want me to tell him, my guy?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Okay, let's go ahead and eat before rushing in, but we're going to do that. No, there wasn't supposed to be a pun there. Turns out there was, but there wasn't supposed to be. Ah.
I want some more.
And yes, if you eat too much of an item, you will get less stamina recovery, so I'm gonna try and eat as few things as possible while I'm here. Right. And he should be falling sometime soon. Which might cause a disturbance, and if it does, that's great. So let's change our camo real quick. No, I'm not going to be running around in blackface. Oh, fuck. Like, everybody's always, like, somewhere that I'm not, so I need to just relax and stay frosty.
Something there. Somebody there?
Okay, yep. This was my own fault. This was totally preventable and entirely my own fault. Oh, you're over here? Jesus Christ, both of you. All of you. Sorry. No, I understand. Thank you. Oh, it's you? Oh, there you are. I can trap a rat if I want to, but no, that's not a good idea. That snake, though.
This is HQ. Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder. Going into high alert. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
Oh, what? Oh, right. Someone's on the top. Is someone up top? Am I just wrong about that? I am just wrong about that.
Nobody here. We've lost the enemy. Huh? Who's that?
I'm really close to fucking shooting him in the fucking face. Alright, good. What was that you just dropped? Dropped something. Oh well, it's fine. Let's go get Sokolov. Now that I've completely fouled up the intro level.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB 812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Okay. So, we need to take Sokolov out of the country.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No.
Because, yes, this would be one of those where you would be completely in your right to do whatever. I should have just left the woodland camo on, honestly.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
All
What
right.
about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
Yeah, I
Probably just
shouldn't
a
have
weak
killed them,
signal.
but,
Just hurry
like,
and get
sometimes it
Sokolov out of
happens.
there.
Sometimes that's just the way it be. Oh well. Now we get to face off against the Ocelot unit, because that's the way that works. And then we get to do other things. So, Club, what do you think you're doing?
Freeze!
Or no, the Ocelot unit is later. Shit.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
He thinks that we're the boss, but we're not the boss.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
I mean, I don't know the Russian merit system, but the stripes, not exactly a lot. Although there is a nice medal on the other side.
Don't you forget it.
All right, Shalashashka.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Already had the knack, didn't you, Ocelot?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
I just freed you. Come on. No appreciation.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
No, I am not the boss. She is much cuter than I am.
GRU operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Yeah, this has always been more of a snake thing right here. No flips, just pure grapple. Pure energy. You do it right and it works. He's woozy because of the fucking shot. The dart. He's already got to his gun. That was a good interior uppercut. 100%. He was already rocked, but, like...
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
Indeed, it is.
Filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Bitch, I'm fantastic.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU?
Yep.
Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Alright, doing everything that I shouldn't be doing during stream.
But I'll catch up to him.
You know,
We're counting on you.
all the ways that it works. Alright then. Now we're alive, we're here. Everybody's right. Grab the right controller this time. Of course, Ocelot has a mousetrap on him. If you leave a mousetrap around, it'll do the things that you needed to do. Nothing on him. You never know what you'll find. Search everyone. Alright, doesn't look like I found anything. So is it just time to leave with Sokolov? Is that what we're saying? I believe it is. Didn't mean to actually send that. No!
Snake, stay alert. The KGB and GRU both have their sights.
Okay. That is true. The GRU did that. Alright, I have to get after Sokolov, but first things first. We're gonna swap back to Woodland and Woodland. Alright, nope, not that way. That way doesn't open until you meet Ava, and she's not in the Virtuous mission. So, this way.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
Alright, and that's the weapon that they're testing. The new Metal Gear. Well,
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
A very imposing
Is that thing
figure,
finished?
the Shegohad.
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly.
We're doing our
They
best.
cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
And here is the turn.
Boss?
Should probably not leave that on the desk next to the microphone.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
How much did you know, Major Tom?
Hornets.
I mean, okay, the pain makes sense, the fear doesn't, but I don't think the fear has ever made sense, so... Whatever. And I understand why the Fury's not here, and the Sorrow's definitely dead. The Joy is standing in front of her protege, so...
My friends, let us fight together again.
Indeed, let us.
For this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome
There is
back,
the end.
boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together,
One of the most...
time we go to the
One of the
depths
funniest
hell
boss
itself.
fights in the game, we'll absolutely say. And here he is. The Sorrow.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
With Colonel Volgun.
Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country.
The stage is
And to my
set.
unit.
The players are
What is
introduced.
this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Yeah, she just took that goddamn slide from you, boy. You ain't that hot. You ain't that slick. She literally taught you everything you know.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
Oh, this should be fun.
Jack, you can't come with us.
She's gonna dump you like an old bag of dirt. And because of your hesitation, because he could have absolutely dumped her like a bag of dirt too, but I mean, he was in no position to fight with a broken arm.
Has been rejected.
Are we done here?
Yeah, we're done.
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
We've done it. We've got it. We're in the bag. The Virtuous mission is a
My
failure.
place is with them now.
And this is where, like, cutscening to death really started to take place in, like, every single Metal Gear, but, there's a place for it. Considering, I mean, you were Kodak called to death in the first one. Not the point.
Snake, can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Alright, and this is going to explain how we can use our first aid to fix us up for the rest of the game.
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
But he's already in shock because of other things. Paramedic, you need to...
Boss, she's
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the
Yeah, I know how to do that. Select here, yep. Use the things. Cool. Skip past the tutorial because we didn't need it. Alright, first things first, broken bone. And is it bandage? Yeah, okay. Cut is disinfectant. Or because the way, or because of the amount of stuff that's needed. Suture kit, disinfectant, bandage. No, we still need the styptic. I don't know why we need the styptic, but it's fine. It's fine. To set that broken bone before he puts the splint on. Yeah. If you need to, biting on a splint isn't that bad of an idea. Although taping up your own broken arm is. And you extract yourself with a balloon.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are.
Well,
We'll drop a
after...
recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
After the nuclear bomb, that is. But first, they have to remove the Shagohod. And they instinctively reach out to each other in a mother-son bond to rival all the others. He's still wondering how he jammed and how that even happened to him. And of course, Volgan's the type of asshole who sees a nuke and needs to use it.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
Oh, hey.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
It's a very good question.
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
Indeed.
Your fellow Russians?
Good job, Volgan, for framing the US in a thing that they were going to do anyway, and raising tensions. Your motivations are amazing. Amazingly terrifying, but amazing nonetheless. How many years before No Russian was this? That's a very good question for me. Metal Gear Solid 3, the first protagonist to be nuked in a fucking video game. Modern Warfare ain't got shit on this. Fuck, that's amazing. Absolutely, we are saving. Slot 1. New file. Yes, absolutely. Okay. And we'll get past all of the stuff we'll have to save, and then we'll probably be done because I have to be out of here 6 o'clock, but we've got a ways to go, so we'll continue playing until then. If you're enjoying what we do every Monday, we're going to be doing Metal Gear Solid. So, you know, do the follow thing, subscribe, you know, Twitch. If you're watching this over on YouTube, whenever it gets uploaded, go ahead and like, comment, do all the things. And, yeah, it'll keep me doing what I'm doing. I mean, I'll do what I'm doing anyway, but not the point. Alright. Save is done. That took for fucking ever. And we get the reason the game was made. The Snake Eater theme. Oh, what was it? Is it? Yeah, if you press square in here, for the, you can change things and you can move them around with the analog sticks. R1 does the Snake Eater. Oh, I didn't mean to skip! Damn. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Hang my head in shame.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean.
Because I wanted to hear it too.
3,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism.
Okay, here we go.
If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Very good question.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a...
Yeah, that's the way higher up would think about it.
They're after you, too.
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon.
Okay.
With the help
Well.
of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
Understood.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
Alright, so who was,
So you haven't heard then?
who was president in
The man who arranged the defection
1964?
was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
That's the question.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she
Ah, it
took
was
2
Johnson.
miniature
Okay.
nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature...
I should go listen to some LBJ speeches sometime to see how well this person's doing. Now that I'm listening to him.
The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
Well, yeah, because why would we want to do that?
Wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, The boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells.
Indeed.
Took them with her as gift when she defected.
Yes.
Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
That is the long and short of it.
That's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
Of course they do.
That's correct. We were not involved.
And
in
if this
any
is
way.
Johnson, he would
Then
say,
what was a
"Let me
US
show you my
military
dick."
aircraft
But
doing on our
that's
radar
because
screen?
he's Johnson.
It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident.
Yeah, now the GRU is taking
That this was not the action of
more
the American
control.
government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device.
Okay, now, I will do my best to get no more kills, but I promise nothing. I've gotten one so far because I forgot to press too hard on the O button and forgot that that's just the thing that you do if you hold someone for too
Prove to
long.
me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
I need to play this more often.
Should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about
Well,
a
it's
little
about to be once a
proactive?
week, but not the point.
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, if he's gone, then I'm gonna stay in power because he's gonna
Call it
fucking...
a modest
yeah.
gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if
You
we
know, the
can't
way that
prove
wet
it?
work works.
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
Or something.
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal.
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right.
Something like that.
The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off.
Of course they have.
You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under.
I mean, so will everyone.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
I mean, as long as we're able to, we should just look at a beautiful person, right?
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
You know, I don't think I've ever really understood how good those pilots had to be. Jesus. The fucking high altitude fucking...
Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet.
The 2 people who launched the fucking aircraft that you're in, those 2, ace pilots.
It's fast.
The fucking best.
Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Oof. Okay, and with the fact that he's laying down, going diving like that, and through the yeah, okay. It also does look like an early supersonic jet, so yeah, all makes sense. But that's fucked up. Any landing you walk away from, they say. But, oof, that couldn't have been pleasant.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened
How
to the
old are you
Shagohod,
at the end of
then
fucking
destroy it. And finally,
4? Jesus
eliminate
Christ.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request?
He's like
What's it to us that Khrushchev
105.
regime
It's
is
like
threatened by
2012
criminal
at the end of
expansion?
fucking 4.
If supporting
And
the
Major
country
Tom's
means
still
moving
alive.
toward
He's
a
fucking
nuclear
55
exchange,
here?
will do.
And
Jesus.
what are the CIA's
Sorry.
demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Yeah, Snake doesn't watch many
It's
movies.
based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished.
Yes.
The prisoners succeed
The
in
Great Escape
escaping
is
using
very
the
good,
last
but,
remaining The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But Tom was
But I
one of
got
the
the
ones
name
that was
wrong.
found.
The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85.
I hench for no man.
Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate.
Yeah, so we can't fail for her.
Is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73.
Oh, Sigan wasn't on the last one.
Data as well, just
Cool.
like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96.
Understood.
And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him.
148.41. Okay, I'm just going to be using the memory function for any calls, but we're going to absolutely be making use of the people we have as our resources, because some of them are fucking hilarious, and one of them is necessary. I apologize. There is no way I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3 and not getting Guy Savage. So, if you don't know about that, be prepared. If you do know about it,
Lalilulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence
So
known
not
to a
covert
certain
ops,
extent,
but yeah.
to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Indeed. Operation Snake Eater is a go. We have a directional microphone. We can find food if it's crawling around. The stun grenades are still there. There's the M1 or M19. Yeah. M1911A1. Why can I not talk? Let's see. I don't have like a flashlight, so right. Because that's what that is. Okay, so we're not going to use a sonar. Sonar's not important. Oh, but right now I do need to do a couple of things. Because black will offer me the most cover for now. Because it's at night. If it's at night, ninja, right? We can approach 100 if I go blackface, but it's more funny to have the Raiden mask on right now. Oh, speaking of. You'll be okay.
Yo, you're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Hello,
I'm the
Sigint.
guy that
It's really
designed
nice to meet our DARPA
active
chief.
sonar and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later. Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Pain, the end. Yeah. The boss. And then you've got the sorrow. Didn't need that one. It's good backstory. I'm just specifically looking for the mask conversation now, though.
The Davy Crockett's that.
Tell me about the mask, god damn it.
So you're wearing the black camouflage.
Yeah, we'll go with this, yeah.
The black uniform isn't really camouflage. It was intended to have a psychological shock effect on enemies and hostage rescue operations and stuff like that. But it should also make you pretty hard to see if you wear it in a dark environment. And it might also work on black, earthy surfaces like you find in swamps.
Alright, what about... Give it to me. Give me the mask. Please.
Ah, you're wearing the mask.
There we go.
I made it myself. Pretty good work, don't you think? A while back, they were planning to disguise someone as this one GRU officer and send them in to steal some secret documents. I created the mask for that operation. But then the mission ended up being canceled. And then the major came and told me to throw it out. Can you believe that guy?
But you didn't throw it out.
Are you kidding? Tossing a superior quality product like that into the garbage without using it will be an insult to science. So I decided to use it to hide your face from the crew of the gunship during the Virtuous mission.
Okay, but is it really that big of a deal?
Of course it is.
What's so great about it?
Everything. But if I had to pick one reason, I'd have to say it's because it's the first mask ever that can blink its eyes.
What about the lips?
What's that?
So,
Can it open its mouth?
That's a good one, Snake. You crazy.
so how
man.
was he smoking the cigar?
Serious.
Are you even listening to me, Snake? Where's your common sense? Damn.
He was hiding his face
Sorry.
in the mask. He was smoking a cigar in the mask. Well, we have plenty of time to get more, like, food and stuff later, but for right now... Oh, wait, the horse? Right, the horse.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
Indeed it wasn't,
That arm
Joy.
still hurt?
What are you doing here?
She just loves destroying my guns.
Go home.
Luckily, I didn't fire it, so...
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss.
Chose the perfect time to put on that mask.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
I'm gonna need to watch that back, but if those bullets are legit just tumbling out of that barrel's not a good barrel.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
All very good questions. What does it mean to be loyal?
But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
What bandana? I've got a mask on. You can't tell I'm wearing a bandana.
If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
If his hand's not broke, then that's fucking wrong. You don't get trampled on by a horse like that and fucking not just be fucking broken.
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling.
Do you?
For me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough.
Yeah.
Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate.
I mean, this isn't gonna have like a dramatic a turn as Metal Gear Solid 2 did, but yeah, absolutely.
Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
What's this?
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. It appears we've been infiltrated. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Perfectly sneaky. Alright. Yeah, let's do this for a second. Because I don't know if there's anyone over here, but there's generally feeling like there's going to be a person. You know what I mean?
Is somebody there? Who's that?
Fuck. Those two are knocked out. What? Ah. That's fine. I fucked up, I guess. Oh, come on. Alright, we'll hide back here till that goes away. Because that guy's gonna be a bit difficult. Alright. Fine. Oh, it doesn't actually provide any benefit.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Fucking shit. I can't play dead like in 3. He ran across, but I don't know what he did. Where he is at. I don't want to move. Okay, I see. We'll take him out in just a second, now that I know where he's at.
Who's that?
But he didn't shoot me. Another one dead. I don't think that's gonna count as a me kill, but it is gonna. It's absolutely. I killed that guy. Damn. So bad. So bad at the game. It's fine. We're having fun here. Yeah, there's no one here. I already know there's no one here. But there are a couple of things to get here. It's not... No, it's that one over there. See. There's something around here, right? I thought this place was nuked, but... Okay, got a lethal weapon. Thought there was something down here. No, it's just a way I could have gone if I wasn't stupid on the last one. Again, nothing. Cool. Yeah, night vision goggles I haven't acquired yet, so I don't have anything. How about back here? I think there's something back here. Oh, right. That's not the back. I really can't see. Shouldn't be crawling down or around down here then. Okay. Is that where I want to go? Probably. I just want to get out from underneath the damn... Alright, so I know where I want to go now. I just don't think I can get there from here. Can I? Yeah, I can. Cardboard box! Yes! Oh, hey. Mine detector, but no batteries to go with it. Okay, and that's the room that I need to go in. But I don't want to go there just yet. There's 2 more places that I need to check before I do anything. One is back here, because I thought there was something. Yes, there's something back here. Face! Zombie! Oh, hey, Sigint, what do you got to say about my tiger stripe?
You're wearing the tiger stripe pattern camouflage, huh? Tiger stripe is a forest camouflage. As you may have guessed by the name, it mimics the stripe pattern on a tiger's coat. It was originally worn by South Vietnamese Marines. Then it caught the attention of an American military advisor, and now they're thinking of introducing it into all kinds of special forces units. It works best in places with lots of trees and grass, but it should blend in with dirt and mud, too.
Huh.
Snake, your face paint is...
I know. It's called zombie.
Zombie? What does that mean?
Beats me.
Are you serious?
Hello, paramedic.
You mean you've never heard of zombies?
Nope.
Never.
You guys don't know anything. A zombie is a dead body that's been cursed and brought back to life by a master of black magic. Supposedly, they revive the dead and use them as slaves. It's also seen as a kind of punishment. People who commit terrible crimes can be forced to labor even after they're dead.
Interesting. How do you know all this stuff?
I saw it in movies. Like White Zombie. Never seen it?
Nope.
Nope.
Can't say I have.
I actually haven't seen White Zombie.
No.
Missed it.
I think I've seen Plan 9 from Outer Space. No, I have not. Damn.
You have to expand your horizons, try new
I feel like a
things.
bad
You
Ed
guys
Wood
need to get
fan.
out more.
I mean, I'm a fan of the movie
Yeah,
that
well,
by
anyway,
Tim
that
Burton,
face
Ed
paint
Wood,
doesn't look
not,
all that useful.
but I'm a fan of
Go ahead
Ed
and wear it
Wood's
if you want,
movies.
but I think you should change to...
Because I don't know if I'm a
Change
fan of Ed
anything.
Wood's movies.
Why not?
Not the point.
It makes him look awesome. Doesn't it?
Look, arguing about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Snake, you do whatever you want.
It does make you look cool.
Okay, now I need to do something because I don't think I've ever done this before.
Wearing black face paint, huh?
Yeah?
Painting your face with black paint should give you a high rate of camouflage in dark areas.
You know, he kinda sounded angry in that, but I wish there was more to that conversation. Alright, we got the calorie mate and that's it. Cool. In which case, what else do I have in my backpack? Okay, so we can actually put that away. I don't need any of these, so those can come back, go away. We'll put the cardboard box in and leave everything else out. Let's go ahead and put the AK-47 in, but we're not going to use it. And we're going to save right in front of the door because I have got to go. I appreciate everything. It's been super fun. Really enjoyed playing Metal Gear for you guys. And yeah, we got Mass Effect on Wednesday. So I'll or Mass Effect 2, sorry. Mass Effect 2 Wednesday. See you then. 4 to 6, of course. Anyway, not the point. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate y'all. Super fun. I did a call to action earlier, and we'll do it again at the end here, as we're saving. Don't forget to follow, subscribe if you really enjoy. And yeah, like, comment, do all the things if you're on YouTube. And we'll see you then. And if you want to join live, I just told you, 4 to 6 on Twitch. Over here, twitch.tv/Salaman. And yeah. You can watch me be bad at game. Believe it or not, there is a chat on screen. It's just, it hasn't been bumping, so we do what we can. But anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Peace. Don't get blown up.